As its words slipped away, my last fell to her grave faster than I could run to her aid. Though she laid ever still, I heard a shriek that said kill, a lament so agonizing it rang. Ever since that day, folks warned to stay away from the banshee that prays at that king's cave. Now I wonder if it is her voice or just time that calls out to me, wailing my name. And I loved her then, and I love her still, though she haunts me. Cursed banshee, my poor life's now destroyed. Nothing will fill this void. Now she haunts me. Cursed banshee, never the same. In the town of Valley Deep, the strangest of bond lies in a group that built their trust on lies. And while they have each other's backs, you won't catch them at mine. Surely if you do, you'll come up
You dickhead, Dan!
What have you done?
Oh, no, I knew there was something I had to do this weekend, and I never done it. Forgot to change the overlay. So the overlay only says Mal, Tech, Draeon and Missy. And Zarathos and Halder are not on it. I knew there was something I had to do on Sunday, and I completely forgot about it. Spent the day playing Oblivion, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Is the new version good? I've been desperate to get it.
Amazing.
He's been on the dragon about that for months.
It's like so much better. It's what Skyrim Remastered should have been a few years ago as well.
Oh,
See,
really?
I've never even played Oblivion before, but I've seen like so many clips and playthroughs of it.
Yeah, because you were
And
like you were like 3 when Oblivion came out. and that's scary because I remember getting it when it came out, so this is really pissing me off.
But you know, I really want it. I don't think my computer can want it, and I also think I can't get it until I've done uni, but I need it in my life.
I mean, you got a whole new, spanking new controller for it as well, didn't you?
Yes, I don't like the controller. It's too light.
Do you know?
So, yeah, so I was on the Xbox Elite controller, or Elite 2 for a while, for like the last 5-6 years. And it's so much heavier, but the controller's big as well, so it's fine, it fits my hand. But this one is like fucking half the size and half the weight, and everything feels flimsy and stuff like that, and my fingers aren't, the buttons aren't where my fingers are used to being. So I'm having problems with my fingers, basically.
You're sausage fingers.
It is, I've got sausage fingers.
I'd also like to know I googled it. I was actually 4 when it came out, Darren. Get your dates right.
Yeah, come on. Darren.
My apologies that I was 1 year
So
out.
while 1 whole year older, that is a massive difference. Come on.
I was
So-
technically 4 in like 9 months, so.
So I was what? 30, 12, 30. Oh my god, that's depressing. Right, we're getting on with this session, guys, because I'm just going to end up throwing myself. All these young people cheeking me.
You are still younger than me, aren't you? Wait, are you?
Only no, we're the same age.
No, you know
Yeah,
how
but I'm like January. So,
Yeah.
Wait, no, you are 92, aren't you?
I'm 92. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you are older. It's older.
What?
You old fuck.
Listen, Stuart's 40. Okay, fuck yous.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that. They only care about you being old.
I'm a young 32. That looks about 75. So, last session, you guys beat and killed the captain. I'm not going through a rundown, actually. Fuck yes. We've done that earlier on. And I'm getting frustrated at being called old now. So,
Come on, start a session.
yeah. We're starting this session off with a fucking chip on my shoulder, guys. How do you like that? So, end of the session, you guys rolled up back into the town of Amarathun, or Amarathun, whatever fucking we called it. Not much progress has been made on your slide because you were literally on the way for like 2 or 3 days or something. So, you guys step out into the beautiful sunny morning. The smell of the trees in the air, the sound of the flowing river. That you guys, the original, just some guys, had found and re-established this hidden valley town. But Halder and Zarathos, you guys, this place brand spanking new. To you, walking out into this seems like this new, or this little village has an ancient feel to it, yet something brand spanking new. Have we got time? Is he? vocal?
Yeah, I'm in here. I'm
Oh.
struggling with the roll 20.
Jeez, oh. Having to turn you down a wee bit. The Jer roll 20. Have you got the session up? Yeah? You don't have the session up. Hold on, I'll resend you the link. It's still the same. You're still in it.
I don't know why. It's usually like on my games, they don't show many games.
My game, so. Copy link. I will send it to your Discord. There you go, mate. Yeah, buddy. Thank you, guy.
Thank you, guy.
No problem, friend. Yeah. So the sound of playing children on the wind hit you all. Wood being chopped. The smashing of stone, brick, and the smell of freshly ploughed earth hit everybody's senses as you step out. Completely different from the salty sea air, the storm-filled air you were used to for the day or so you were around the Blacklight Bastion. Halder and Zarathos, what do you guys think as you step out of this, the carriage and into this almost fantasy style village?
Almost seems too good to be true to Zarathos, I reckon, at first. But I guess I'm saying it's a quaint little village, so might have like no, I don't think no, I think I'm sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say, like, how they smell like. Looked at it like, you know, that thing he's got the old chest, and then kind of looks up and then just sees all this greenery and just this like fantasy style town, and he's kind of like looking around and boys were just like, wow, this is all so pretty, all this all so green, so beautiful. It's like wanting to splash in the river and so.
And if you want to splash in the river, you could splash in the river.
On the house called Light.
Yeah.
See, I made it work. You know, I'm down in.
Yeah, I'm just imagining like Halder goes like cannonball into the water. Yeah, and you just see him like floating down like a plank of wood, just waiting up at you guys like floating all his troubles away down the river. The rest of you. Oh right, oh, sorry, do you want to do something?
No, you crack on.
The rest of you. Is there anything anybody would like to do as they return to their town? As you return to the town?
Well, yeah, obviously, Miss is just gonna chip on her side because she's so excited for it, and she's gonna make sure that everyone's doing the best to finish it. And she's also gonna check on her hat that she's created and still told Noel about it. That it's just a prank, you know.
Trail's probably gonna go check on his little Zen garden.
Oh, and also we should probably catch up with the captain of the other group and tell him what happened, since that was the mission given by him, isn't it?
Yeah. Cannot remember his name right now.
Yeah, fine.
Captain Ansel.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sounds a bit like Captain Ansel a wee bit, but
Slightly different. Raoul probably still grumbling about fucking guard and soup. Try and like make her way over to him then. Make her way. Make my way.
okay. So I need to export something because I was forgetting something. 20 by 15, remember that.
20 by 50.
I think that was what it was. If I remembered it wrong.
Sort of insult.
I wish. Stupid. Just hurry up.
No.
There we go. Yes, it was 20 by 15. Having to add new stuff in there. I don't like adding new stuff. 20 by 15. So, as you guys are deciding to do all your own little things, Halder, are you going swimming?
Oh no, I was just gonna get like pat on the water.
So, like walking over to the water's edge, like patting it, like you're gonna like
Pat my hands or yeah.
dip your little tootsies in it.
I'm not. Yeah, he's still scared of things. Like he's still like kind of like scared to do things.
Listen, you've got to start somewhere, don't you?
Yeah.
And this is his. 15, 20. Shush, change size. That's fine. You just go over the water edge, start patting water, just like letting it like flow through your hand a little bit, but then pulling back, obviously, because like as you look at your hand, you see like all the cracks and crevices in the snapped parts of the wood, like the old rotten areas of your wooden appendages. It just sort of seeps in a little bit as you sort of lift up. You feel it like chugging into areas of the hand, and then like in the recesses coming down your arm. Just feel your arm going a lot heavier, so you're like, okay, pull away. Shake it off a little bit, let it dry off.
Can I
Zarthos,
climb a tree?
you can climb a tree if you want. Give me an athletics check, please. Or an acrobatics. Dexterity, acrobatics, sorry, yeah. Give me an acrobatics one.
Acrobatics. I was really hoping you were going to say athletics, but okay, I'll take it. I'm just gonna. Does that show up for you guys?
Yep.
14. That's got to be a decent jump up into a tree, I reckon.
Yeah. Acrobatics.
Small legs.
Yeah.
Amazing jump.
Well, that was what you missed as well. Was the lead down from the bastion or the storm generator. was on a 20-foot rise, so it went downward. And Zarathos, because of his tiny little legs but massive upper body, had to make a few checks. He nearly went over.
And I'll tumble there. Maybe legs. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I've got a bit of tiny little leg.
No wait, am I in the tree now? Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to. You go up to the tree, you see it. It's not not the biggest tree in the world. Like 15 feet up, you just you're past athletic abilities and stuff like that, being able to run along rooftops and whatnot. It's like it's a tree, no problem.
I'm just gonna chill in there and have a gander around, taking the view.
Just sit there, just wander.
Amazing.
Everybody's like wandering around, seeing this like red-skinned tiefling dressed all in black, just like springing in the trees. Is like, yeah, the devil's coming for us now. No, I'm hallucinating. Don't look at him. Don't just keep staring forward. You know, he's not taking our soul today. You see them go past and making the cross on their chest and all that. And Spiritus Sancti, blah 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 blah. All that stuff.
Nice.
Mal, you said you were wanting to try and find Captain Ansel.
Yeah.
No problem. Give me an investigation check, please.
Investigation. Oh, I'm not terrible at them. Never mind, I am. 13.
13, that's not bad. You're wandering about the village, you see a couple of people like dotting about doing what they want, but you just hear as you're wandering about as you're walking around, you catch up, you find the automaton warforged breaker. Madam Mal, what can I do for you today?
Malphite has forgotten about any of her grievances with Guard from last time. She's happy again because she's seen Breaker, and she'll be like, Breaker, hello, how are you? We're back.
That is good.
How are you feeling?
I think I'm coming down with a cold.
Listen, Breaker, well, we'll see if we can do something for you about that, pal. Not sure what, but we'll figure it out. Have you seen Ansel anywhere?
Captain is in the. He stops and he's just like seeing juttering a wee bit, but he's not making any sound. Tavern.
Good man. Listen, you're getting a cold. I don't know if robots can't sneeze, but if you are getting a cold, just remember, just before you sneeze, just say pineapples. Stops it happening. Proven fact. Promise you. Anyway, cheers, pal, and I'll start walking off towards the tavern.
You just hear coming back, that was a joke. And he starts waving you off, but it's not like he's actually waving, it's like he's put his arm up, it's stuck in place, and it started jittering. He starts walking away, and his arm's still up, jittering, like malfunctioning.
Perfect, just the one who did.
Malfunctioning.
Malfunctioning.
Missy, you said you were checking out the slide, weren't you?
Yeah.
Again, an investigation check, please.
Okay, dokie. Oh, I'm so bad at those last thoughts. Here we go. Here goes nothing. That's not as
The
bad
fuck's
as I
sake.
thought.
2 13s on investigations.
Lucky 13.
You guys are up
That's
to
what we did
something.
next.
You jump out the carriage, run along, look to where the slide is meant to be getting done, and you notice something to your absolute horror.
What is happening? What's happened to my pride?
They've not made any more progress on it since you've left.
He's hard, bro.
They just they see you coming and oh shit, and start moving like off into like you see all the you run up the bit and you see all the guys that are like working the mine just oh shit, and they start like moseying on into the mountain.
Okay, I'll see them and I'll be like, comfortable there, yeah? Not much progress? Not at all, did you? I'm not impressed at all. What's been going on? I have to start keep an eye on you guys. I've got a big scary dragon now, so you better move on.
Puck just pops his head out, looks up at you, and puffs out a little bit of weird smoke, and just pulls himself back in. The foreman, you just see he's got like his head, he stops, like, see probably mutter something under his breath, like, fuck's sake.
Under his breath.
Under his breast, yeah. He takes his top off, flips it under, and just flicks his top tits up and goes,
Start talking
"Fuck's
to
sake."
his titty.
Yeah. He's had a hard day, guys, okay? He's having to do everything to... He's having to do all this stuff. He just turns around. He turns around. Miss Mocker, I do apologise, but we have been dealing with some sturdy veins of things in the mine, so we've had to put the slide on back order just now.
Sounds more like excuses to me, but I'll let you off this time.
Oh, thank you very much, thank you. We will get back to it momentarily in the next couple of days.
No, momentarily as of now, thank you.
We are just dealing with some of the excavationary stuff. You know, excavationary is not a real word.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he's just trying. You see him just like edging closer to the mouth of the cave. Yes. We've got to go.
I will keep an eye on you. I'll come check your excavationary, whatever you said, soon.
Sorry, can't hear you in the cave. And he wanders off into the cave. You just start hearing the echoes coming out of the cave mouth, and you just hear, I thought she wasn't coming back for a while. Just get going. Tech, is there anything you're wanting to be doing?
Tech is just going to wander off over to the bridge and just stand on the bridge, looking out into the water, and just twiddling the feather in his paw and whole thing.
Yeah, you wander with Dreon across the bridge. He just keeps walking away in his usual manner. You stop on the bridge and you notice two children playing there. One sitting on the edge as well. The other like standing on it, like on the rail, just trying to do a tightrope along it. Jokum, you're not meant to do that. Shut up. And they both see you and they're like, oh, it's the birdie man.
Tech will just smile and just ignore them and just lean up against the bridge.
You start ignoring them and you just hear one of the voices. So, what is it that you do as a birdie man? Do you like bread?
The next thing.
This is Polly want a crack.
Tech will just look up and be like, got some bread? Got some bread?
No, I've not got bread. Not yet. But, as a birdie person, do you sleep upside down?
You know the caves up there, and points to the caves. I go up there and sleep in there.
What about when you poop? Do you do it while you're flying?
Sometimes.
I
If it
like
annoys me, I'll poop in the head.
I like fish. Do you like fish?
I prefer bread.
I like bread. There we go. You start getting all these childlike, annoying questions from these children as you're sitting there trying to enjoy solitude and your own time, and they're just coming over and like tapping you on the wings and stuff, and like just giving you the most unbelievable dull rundown of their days and what they like, and all these questions like, if you fly up into the sky and the sky turns upside down, you actually be flying onto the ground.
No.
Interesting. Interesting. And that is your time for the next little while. Just these kids being so annoying. These two little boys beside you, just constantly tapping on your shoulder and asking you some really annoying questions whilst you're trying to have a lone time.
There was me thinking we could use D&D to get away from that.
Nope, I am not going to allow that. There is only one way for you to get rid of these kids. I don't think you're willing to do that.
That's
2 seconds.
Roll an unarmed strike. Punch them
Can
kids
we
in the head.
use thaumaturgy to try and make a sound that sounds like their mother calling them?
Give me a deception roll, please.
Okay.
You would have got it at disadvantage because you don't know what their mother sounds like, but because it's a good move, I'll give it to you as a normal roll.
I was going to say, because the use of the name that I overheard, not that I remember it, but
You and me both, buddy. It was all of 5 minutes ago.
18.
You managed to like thaumaturgy and just sort of like whisper, but like you know angles and things like that, so you managed to whisper like under the bridge. It hits an echo under the bridge that like leads off behind you, and just Joachim, free, come home. You just see them turn around and say, "Oh, that's Mum. Right, bye. We'll pick this up tomorrow."
Bring some bread.
Okay. And they both run off into the village. They run past Mal.
Alright, no. I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do.
Mal,
I was gonna stick my foot out.
Boys.
Mal was going to stick both her daggers out and bring it
Kill them. That is the origin of her old character in Sean's campaign, was killing Waynes.
Oh, killing children. Yes, that would have went down.
So she's better now, she's recovered, and she's, you know.
That would have went down spectacular.
She came evil.
Did you say you were checking on the hut?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
So after you gave the people a ball thing,
Yeah.
I'll say that you wandered with Tech and Drayon, but like when it comes to splitting the road, Drayon's going off to the left, you're going off to the right.
Mhm.
And you find your. Hold on. I need a Missy Mopper token. Wherever a Missy Mopper token would be.
I was somewhere. Oh no, I'm by the bridge. On the other side of the bridge.
I was meaning a Missy Mopper token for
Oh.
this place.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
So,
Wow.
very cool. Very, very haunted looking. I like it. I like it a lot.
you follow the path and wander off into the little darkened part of the woods you had before that they like described to Mal, and you got done up to look very much like a little haunted home away from home.
Yeah.
You open up the door and you find the place looks almost completely like it was the last time you set everything up. Except there's some footprints in the dust. Upon further inspection, you see they're about Mal's size, so you assume that that's where she wandered in. And a nice big like dust print on the table where she left left
Rat
Rattle
lamb.
and it's giant shape of a rat butt. Is there anything you would like to do in your new little hut that you've discovered?
I'm just gonna like, I just wanna set it up so it's like my own little go away place if I don't wanna be dealing with anyone. So I just wanna like put maybe a little chair there where I can like, or maybe even a little bed if I don't wanna sleep in the big house. I just wanna come down here and chill on my own.
Yeah, the place is outfitted with a bit old and a few decayed bits of furniture and that, but a little bit of a wipe down would probably help for like say, Leo or something like that, because he's got spells that can help mend and whatnot.
Yeah.
You can get the place looking nice. You do find as you enter the hut a couple of slither marks on the ground through the dust. You realise that there have been some snakes that have made their way into the hut.
Okay.
What was that? You're breaking up, pal. Woohoo, she's left. Right, let's go. Let's run away.
Better?
Oh, she's back.
I'll
That's-
say maybe. Huh. There they are.
You're yeah, you're still going a bit distorted there. I heard pup being mentioned. What's the magic dragon?
Oh, look at his new wee little piece.
That's his old form.
Is that his old farm?
Yeah, that's his baby form.
Oh, it is. Yeah. It looked like he was bigger there.
That's his bigger form.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Scary boy.
Scared.
And it's being shitty.
Oh,
Oh,
there you
we're
go.
already there.
Fuck's sake.
Can you hear us?
I think that might be a no.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. Give her a second. Discord's not stopping being a dickweed. Then we'll move on for a minute. But
We heard you there a wee bit.
Okay.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
back.
know what's going on.
We can hear you, Dave. We can hear you.
We can hear you now.
Okay, good. We'll try again. Well, basically, I was just trying to see if I can use Puck maybe or myself to find the snakes if there are any.
yeah, you
Maybe
can,
Puck could like sniff them out or something.
yeah, you can. You guys wander in and you look around and you see a few of the slithery little bastards are about the place. Give me a perception check, please. Fair enough. I don't think this is going to be a high rolling night tonight, guys.
No, not quite listed, no.
Yeah, you wander about the hut. You have a look. You see a few of the little bastards about. You send Puck over. He just sort of valiantly flies up your arm and runs down.
Can you like get them but not kill them so I can bring them to Mount in case he wants them?
Well, he flies down and charges at them to try and be intimidating. Flaps out his little tiny wings that have sprouted on his back. Well, he's already had wings. He's always had wings, has he? Well, the tiny little wings that's on his back, just fluttering that little bit to try and make himself look intimidating. But as he does, you notice that the snakes don't move.
Oh, okay.
But notice that
Are they like playing dead?
one of them belly up,
Oh, okay.
and then you realise like looking at them all, they're all dead.
Oh no. Oh. Well, it's sad.
I'm saying that, and we're some nice music was playing there.
Well.
The snakes are no longer in the land of the living.
Can I like see if I can find why did they die? Because to me, it's like they shouldn't have. And I want to know why they died, and if I can stop it from happening.
Right. Give me a medicine check, please.
A medicine? Oh, I could be very good at that. Let's go. Oh. At least I've got plastic on the day.
Oh, nice. Fucking hell. A cleric that doesn't know much about religion, but she could tell you about medicine.
Oh. Well, religion's -1. That's fine.
Well, that works good into everything because you don't know where your powers come from, so you wouldn't know much about your religion. Yeah, you start turning these snakes over, and you notice that there's no external injuries to them. There's no like bleeding. It's not like they've been cut open or anything like that. You quickly like look around their mouths and things like that. Maybe they've been out in the fields or something like that, and the villagers have poisoned it, something to try and get rid of them or something like that. You look. There doesn't appear to be any evidence of poison being
no
related into it either. No indication to that.
Well, I will collect all the snakes, put them in my bag, and I will take them back with me when I'm going back. Because I want to. Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check, please.
Okay. I'm not so good at that. Let's see. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear me.
Ruh-roh.
A little touch of the snakes. You feel a small jolt in your fingers. It must be static electricity. Put the snakes in the bag and begin wandering off. But this is now Mrs. Hut. I will get it cleaned up for you at some point in the near future, and this will now.
But you can still keep it like haunted and all that, and looking like this, just with a bed in there or something.
Yeah, and
Make
just
it just a little. Yeah.
I don't think you want half the swampy bit still in it, but
No, probably not. No,
Yeah.
but you can still look. You can still leave the like skulls and like other things, you know. But yeah.
all the dead creatures.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. She likes it like that.
Yes, so you are on your way
Cool.
to do whatever it is you wish.
Well, I
or-
want to take the snakes back to the others and just kind of explain that I found them. They're dead, and I can't explain why.
Well, you'll take them.
hopefully
You'll take them back to the village. Fine.
Yeah.
Dreon, you begin wandering to your quote unquote hidden grave glade. Fucking hell. I need to start fucking dealing with my voice, my speaking a bit better. I'm going old. As you have not been here for a few days, give me a Arcana check, please.
And
You guys are rolling really low tonight. You're getting some good fucking
I'll
pluses.
refresh and
Saving the good rolls for later.
Oh god.
You wander around the glade, touching all the Entwood trees, or Entheart wood trees, whatever we called them, seeing how every one of them's getting on. They are still sprouting out. You see that the circumference of where they were before has got a little bit bigger. It's leading out into sort of the newer trees, or the older trees, sorry, making them look newer and a bit more mystical, magical and whatnot. But the further up you get to the main tree, the one that you planted yourself, with the Entheart wood in the weird mystical waters, and notice it has got a little bit bigger in the past couple of days. Whatever energies you and the strange old man poured into this thing seem to have helped boost this tree up a little bit. Give me a nature check, please.
really.
Oh, this is going to be a fun night, guys.
Oh my god.
I need to refresh
I think you
again.
might be right at this point.
I think they call this foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys are getting
Not
the
even
shit rolls out
fucking
on an
dull.
on an RP evening at
That's
least.
it, yeah.
That's what it is. You save all your good rolls for battle sequences. You know, that's
Exactly. Exactly.
it's a lot better doing it this way than everybody dying. You know, well,
Yeah.
that's when Dreon gets involved. You wander over to the tree and you're sort of like feeling about the place and feeling about the thing and stroking its wood. No, 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 no.
You said it.
Listen, if there's one thing I'm not going to be fucking imagining is a giant pussy stroking wood. What? No! Right, no, let's... Yeah, you go over and you start like stroking the trees, bark and whatnot, and you feel something under your fingers, like a couple of the grooves in the wood feel a little bit strange, like higher up. But you, between that and your Arcana check, I'll say, you notice that it almost appears like this tree is growing a face.
No.
But it's still far too early to tell. You start poking it in the eye slot. Is there anything else you would like to do whilst you're here?
No, not really.
No. Just a flyby visit, or are you staying?
Yeah, just checking in. I'll take a wander back to the village.
There's nobody called Wanda. I'll take a Wanda. Ugh, I'm a fucking comedic genius, me.
Ken.
Yeah. You take a wander back to the village, and as you're hitting the fork towards the tree, I fucking hate my life this night already. Getting my words muddled up constantly.
You're doing so well.
I'm not. I'm really not. You hit the fork in the road and you catch Missy as she's wandering back as well. And the two of you are just like standing there, complete silence, at the other side of the bridge.
Tech's still having his emo music video moment on the bridge.
Yeah, you see him just sitting there on the edge of the bridge, twiddling a white and gold feather in his fingers. Just sitting there, staring out over the water.
Brown just kind of nods at Missy and, like, looks over at Tech. Yeah.
You're shouting at Tech, are you?
Yeah.
Are you trying to scare him, or?
No, just get his attention.
Yo, Tech!
Tech will look over and raise his hand that doesn't have the feather and just kind of like do a little high wave.
I guess Brown's kind of wandering back in town, so he kind of just wanders past. But, you know.
How you doing, Tech?
I'm confused. You just hold up the feather in front of him.
Brown's a bit lost for words for that.
It's just that old guy just give me this feather. It's got no meaning to me, and yet it feels so important. Don't get why.
I mean, that guy definitely fucked with magic. He gave me this
But you-
after all.
I'm hearing this conversation, right?
Yeah.
Could I, like, ask them to maybe look in that magical book to see if there is anything about the feather?
Yeah, that's probably a good shout, actually. Drown looks like pulls the book out, like, initially just to show Tag. Like, yeah, that's what he got me. And then he's like, yeah, no, use it. That's a good idea too.
So you open up the Paradoxum Arcanum and open up one of the random blank pages. What is it you're asking the book?
White and gold feather Aarakocra.
The pages begin to glow and the beautiful silverish blue ink begins bleeding through once more onto the page. Not with a description, with a "Can you be more specific?" question mark.
Drayon literally snaps out of it like, whoa. Is there a meaning of white and gold feather to an Aarakocra?
Like Aarakocra.
The book opens up to another page and begins giving you a description of an Aarakocra, telling you that they come in all shapes and sizes, and the colour of their feathers are dependent on their genealogy and things like that. White and gold is a common feather colouring of certain breeds of Aarakocra and where they're from.
Interesting. Drayon kind of relays that as he's reading it.
Is there any way that you can ask if this specific feather has got any importance? Placing it in the book and asking it, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, we can give it a try.
You're placing the feather in the book and asking of its importance.
Yep.
Ask for an evaluation of this object.
Okay. On this bridge, in this small enchanted village, you place the white feather with gold trim in the book and ask, what does this particular feather mean? From the three of you,
Yeah.
can I get Arcana rolls, please?
This is it. Big roll time, guys. Big rolls.
Hopefully.
A wonderful 10.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
Dirty 20.
Hey, dirty 20.
Oh my god, it's funny.
A flash of light, a pulse of energy hits you all. Nothing vicious, nothing bad of sorts, but just from the book, you feel the energy sort of build up a little bit, Drayon, as you're reading it, and it sort of releases bit of its like mystical energy and pushes you all back a little bit. Can I get a dexterity save from you, please, Tech? Seeing as you are dangling over the edge of the bridge.
Yep. 11.
7.
Okay. You fall into the water.
No.
I will swim to the shore.
Swim to the Geordie shore. As you swim back, you get up out the water, trudge along the bridge. You see the book lying on the ground, having pushed everybody else back, and the feather floating in place, but just like as if it starts falling down, then just sort of stops halfway. Drayon, all you read in the book as the letters begin bleeding through once more. The will of the gods cannot be ordained in this passage. The book snaps shut and reduces in size again.
Weird. Interesting.
Tech will pick up the feather and tuck it back away.
Drayon obviously realised what he read.
Now I'm just more confused than before, but thank you, Drayon.
No problemo.
Should we head back to town then?
Yeah, I mean, I was heading that way.
You all begin to return to town. Zarthos, are you still lounging in your tree? It's been, I would say, probably about half an hour, 40 minutes at this point.
Yeah, I reckon I might jump back down now. I think I've surveyed and chilled for long enough.
Give me an investigation check, please. And I'll say you can have an advantage because you've been like investigating the place for an hour. Just looking and seeing everyone.
12.
Jesus guys, fucking hell. We've had one lucky roll so far this evening.
That's gonna really pick it out of us, man.
Yeah. You've spent enough time up in the tree, you've looked around, you've seen, and from what the guys may have told you, like from their like in the last day or so of travelling, they've probably told you all about this village and what happened with it and how they found it, all that stuff. Taking it into consideration that everybody here was at one point either a prisoner of the Empire or are resistance members of the Empire, that's sort of kept you on edge a little bit, but having seen everybody even from a distance and using your rogue-like abilities, you're able to sort of like zero in on people's like their activities and does this person shift it, does this bit. Apart from a call on the wind that didn't sound too natural, and then two children running through the town, one being tripped by the strange little lizard lassie. We're going to make it canon that you did actually trip one of them.
I really wanted to, so I'm glad we've made that canon. I was
Yeah.
trying to be a better person. Yeah.
Like you tripped over one of them, and like they hit the dirt, pick it up, and oh boy, gotta watch where I'm going. never even. They took it in their stride. Everything
Just
seems.
age, yeah.
Everything seems to be above board from what you have been described so far, Zarathos.
Perfect.
A weird stillness hits you though.
Stillness is in.
Everything seems to go a little bit still. I know that sounds a little bit vague, but
Just a bit quiet.
a bit quiet. You're not used to it. You're used to the hustle and bustle of large cities and whatnot. Nature and all this surrounding things doesn't seem to affect you. It's not hit the same way for you as it does for everyone else.
Yeah.
Calmness, a bit of serenity. But something does pull on you a little bit. One of the buildings in the town seems to pull your attention a little bit.
Which direction?
Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm trying to find the right map for this. And it is. There is not the right map for anything here. I'm trying to find old maps as well. That I went through. I do apologise, everyone. Please don't hate me. Please don't kill me. I know I should have came unprepared, but please don't hate me. I can hear Kara silently judging me. Half the time it's not silent.
There it is.
The pool of the shop, the home of the building, sorry, across from where you have been sat in the tree for a while, begins to.
Can I get that? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you jump down. Halder, you feel the pool as well. Would you like to join Xanthos?
Yeah. I'll join that.
Oh, let's go check this little house out.
Super.
Yeah.
2 seconds. It's saving. It's saving. I've got to export it over. As you're wandering around, like you're seeing all the villagers like interacting with each other, laughing, joking. Some seem to be a little bit pissed off with each other. Just standard life that you didn't think you would ever find in a village. Halder, you see all this, and as like people are looking at you, they're just sort of catching your eye a little bit, and they're just not staring, but intrigued would be the word. 15 by 12. How do you feel having people looking at you, but not running away in fear or anything like that? As you're wandering through this this little town.
Yeah. Feel like how they're kind of like feels like a little bit weird about it. Like he's never really been like he looks that much any company. Like he's not really used to like large towns. He's used to like small rural places. But he's kind of like thankful that they're not, they're just kind of looking because they're intrigued, not because they're scared of him, not because they're like, they see him as like this, you know, bad omen or like, you know, some evil thing.
Oh shit. Just done something. Sorry, 2 seconds guys. This is... something's just fucked up there. I do apologise everyone, we are having technical issues. For once, it's me.
Quit apologising. You've got a lot on your plate.
I know.
And back to you in the studio.
Guys, just
The weather's good.
RP amongst yourselves for a second, you know, just let's this fucking hate you.
This is a
Let's
real
have a
nice
drink
house.
in the tavern or something.
Oh yeah, I don't have a drink.
You want some
Oh.
Slivovica juice?
I mean, if
Actually,
I know this map, the tavern is right here, right?
yes. Whilst you're jumping out the tree, can I get a dexterity save, please?
Yes.
Because we need to check something out here.
And you don't.
Come on, good roll.
Come on,
good
mate.
roll.
Let's go. Wait, what? Acrobatics or?
No, just a dex
just
save,
a
please.
save.
Oh, a dex. Sorry.
Yeah, dex save.
Yo.
No, say Steve.
You land and your little legs don't snap.
Yes.
Yay!
Malphus sees you land, is just like slow clapping, being like, good job, buddy.
You see, he just he takes a little bow
Just
for you.
like
and
super
that's it.
proud of myself.
So like, I don't mean to be rude, Zarathos, but are like the little legs like a? Were you born with them? Did you always have? The little,
Yeah, I was
little-
always the short one growing up.
Mm,
It was sort of yeah, couldn't escape it really.
You pull it off, man. You pull it off. No, I'm not judging. Just yeah,
Thank you,
just
thank you.
curious. Find it really hard to like find jeans, like leggings,
Yeah.
whatever the
totally.
medieval version of clothes are.
I just steal kids' clothes all the time.
Same, real, yeah. I tripped up some back there earlier. I don't know if you saw that. They probably have
Oh,
a nice
yeah.
stash of clothes back at home.
Did have a little giggle just then, yeah.
They are all refugees though. We did kind of all save these, so I suppose it would be morally wrong for us to. Well, we could. I'm not
Well,
opposed
you
to
can't
it.
be good to them all the time, I suppose.
Hey, like, I'm not against it. We could, we've already done them a big favor. They kind of owe us. So
Oh, actually,
Seems fair.
Ooh.
well, actually,
Mal,
Ooh.
hmm
I don't think.
Ooh.
You, noting where Zarathos and Halder are walking towards, you get a strange pull to the building also.
okay.
The three of you wander in. Is this a bit intense, but we can have it bring it down a little bit. Y'all wander into what appears to be a small shop getting done up, filled with general goods, supplies. It looks like it might be an offshoot of the blacksmiths. So, like, Leo seems to be having stuff done here, like it's making armor and whatnot. Mal, you notice some of the designs are very similar to whoever made the boots and some of your clothing as well.
Mhm.
So this is probably where Leo took some stuff for you. Well, you all feel a little bit weird by the situation in this place. doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Does seem quite empty.
Yeah. Can I like investigate to see if it sounds like anyone has been here recently? I mean, I assume Leo, but like.
Yeah, give me an investigation check, please.
Well.
12.
So you could have.
The
We are
place.
incredibly mid tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is doing really good, guys. Very very well done for the evening. You look about the place and you see that there have been people here as of late, but nobody here at this moment in time. It looks like the place had almost been locked up for some reason, yet the door was wide open, was unlocked for y'all coming in here.
I'll say to Zarathos and Holder, I'll be like, I've never been in here, but I'm assuming this is where Leo's got his stuff, but it's a bit weird that there's no one here. Can I like shout out? Can I be like, hello? Anybody home?
You shout out, and you hear, "Oh, hold on a second, hold on, hold on." The sound of clacking feet on the ground, and
Oh my. How did
Is
she get
that-
here?
I'm sorry, I
a,
didn't say
s- a small, gnomish, almost like halfling. You can't really tell the species of this person. Old and decrepit. She looks though. She wanders around. Oh, it's you three. Welcome, welcome.
Well, hello there. I don't think I've formally met you, but I believe I've heard many stories.
Oh. You wouldn't have heard
Lovely to
anything
meet
about
you.
me. Wanders over to you, Zarathos.
Oh.
Puts her
Speak
hand
for yourself.
puts her hand on your stomach area, like your abs. Very nice to meet you. You
So I
notice,
kind of grabs her hand and shakes it and takes a step back.
as you
Why
grab,
am I massive, by the way?
because everybody else is small, so you've
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
beat
yeah.
the scale for that one. You take her hand and you see that the hand is very skeletal. The skin, almost like it's dead and stretched. The nails are broken and bloodied.
Jesus, I ask if she's alright, I guess.
I'm fine. Smiles. You notice this big grin. Yeah, only about 4 teeth. The milky white eyes staring up into your soul.
Kind of
Stu-
like turn to look at Mal and Halder and like, help.
Stuart's went silent because. Why have you went silent, Stuart?
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
What is it you're doing? How did you get to our village? When did you arrive? Have you just been here the whole time?
She's still staring up at Zarathos as you start speaking, and then as you're speaking, you see your head slowly crick around to you. Still the large grin on her face. very few teeth. And as you're asking the final part of the question, you just hear like almost like a forked tongue, but not in the way that your tongue's forked. This thing seems like it's been split unnaturally. Like it forks around like one of the teeth that's still in her mouth, and sort of like conjoins on the other end.
Oof.
Oh, I've been here for some time, dear. It's nice, isn't it? She's still holding on to Zarathos's hand, by the way, as she wanders over. And she comes across to you, Mal, and just ever so slightly puts her hand on your cheek and just grabs it like what a granny does. And just sort of pulls your head closer and looks you in the eyes. Oh yes, I see why he likes you. And pats you on the face, like almost like a slap, but just like bang, and then sort of like pushes you back a little bit. But she's still holding on to Zarathos's hand, by the way.
Yeah, something.
The whole.
I think I have to pull my hand off her. I think at this point.
Give me a strength save, please.
Yeah.
She's a strong granny, she is.
This is we're getting a bit weird.
Quite the grip.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
Don't fail me! Don't fail me! Oh my god.
Is it just me and Stuart who actually met her in this game?
No, Dreon's met her as well.
Yeah, Darren met her. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's went silent because
briefly remembers.
yeah. You try and pull your hand away with all the strength in your body. Her hand still catches you.
What?
Pulls you back down a little bit. Pulls you back down a little bit. Oh no, you're not getting away from me. So,
See,
What do you want? Sorry, Zarathos asked what she wants.
stares up into your eyes once more, the milky white little duds. I want a lot of things. But
That's
just
not a great response.
just snaps her head around and sees you as you say that, Haldir. Oh. Oh, I've not seen one of you since... Looks down at the ground, confused and a bit downtrodden. You're kind. Oh, he won't like you. No, no, no. No, no, no. And she starts tapping your like wooden head with her nail. One of like the broken ones, and it just sort of like cracks off a little bit and like splits up the middle, but half of it falls off from the side and you just start seeing the blood pouring off a little bit. Time will tell for you, young one. Still holding on to Zarathos's hand, pulled you down a little bit closer. And you... you have his eyes. Leans up to you a little bit. Gives you a little slobbery, wet kiss on the cheek.
Nice.
As she pulls away, it still like keeps as a globule, and it like it does like a cheese pull from your from your cheek, and a little bit of like stained saliva coming down from her lips is still attached to you.
Enjoying yourself there, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Listen, you can all thank Gareth for this character. Gareth decided to introduce her into this world because he was being a wido. So you can all thank him for that.
Offense, guys.
As you start pulling away and she's letting you go a little bit, you just feel a tug at your head, and you see like she's pricked a hair from your head, Zarathos,
No.
What?
and lets you go,
Oh no. Okay.
wraps it up, puts it in a pocket, pushes you away a little bit. You feel like
I mean, a lot to unpack there, but first of all, you can't just go around taking people's hair. And second of all, who's he that you keep talking about?
he is many to you all. I cannot. I cannot spoil everything to come, my dear. Wanders over in front of you, Mal. Puts both of her bony hands on your shoulders. You notice as she does that though, she sort of like grows a little bit. Like it's almost like she's magically changing sizes left, right, and centre, but everything seems to still keep this skeletal form on her. Like there's almost something hag-like about this creature, but she's not giving off hag vibes like you would be able to tell, like atmosphere and things like that. There's something different in the air with this woman, and that's air quotes woman.
Yeah.
And she just stares you in the eyes, just all will be revealed in time. Both hands now clasping your cheeks and your face. Such an innocent, such a sweet soul for him to devour. Pops a hair from your head, wraps it up, puts it in another pocket, turns to you, Halder, and you, the boy without a body, the soul without a vessel, a true vessel, the nightmare child of so many. I see. Yep, sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna say how they kind of like just interrupts her, kind of like said, I need to know one thing. Do you know about the lady?
I know about all the ladies and the gentlemen and the boys and girls. I know about everything. You will meet her soon enough. The morrow days are coming. You're now in their path. And she doesn't even try to be fly with you. She just goes over and plucks a hair from your head. You don't feel it because it's just a strain. She wraps this one up, licks it,
Yeah.
and places it down her top.
But like in her boobies.
No, because she would be putting that on the ground at this point if she was doing that, whatever this creature is. Just... It's nice to see the new ones. Give my regards to the rest. And she just starts scuttling away.
God.
What an experience, eh?
What the
was
fuck
that?
was that?
Is there like a bowl of water I can just like dash over my cheek or face?
Y'all trying to recover from the ordeal, and you hear the door bang open, and Leo steps through. What are y'all doing here?
Leo, have you been harboring a disgusting, decrepit old woman creature in this house without
What is
telling
that
us?
thing? What is that thing?
What thing? You all
The
okay?
rest of them, they told me about this weird, creepy woman, and she's here. She said she's been here for a while. She took our hair.
You see, he reaches for his holster, pulls out one of his guns, and starts wandering about the place. Puts his hand on the ground. Looks back at the three of you. Well, looks in your direction. His eyes are probably staring at the sky. I only feel you three here. I have no idea what you're talking about. The old woman.
Well, that's even more unsettling.
Spooky ghost.
Yeah. Probably best to stay away from this place if there's a ghost. I'll see if there's someone I can call. Who are you gonna call?
Right, we should probably tell the rest of them. I don't like this.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm getting the hell out.
You're getting the hell out of here.
Straight in the river.
Y'all run so fast out of the shop. I should have actually moved you something from that. As fast as you possibly can, you run out that shop, and Leo just sort of wanders back behind you with his gun, sort of ready. I'll keep an eye on this place, and just like closes the door.
Maybe keep an ear out as well. Your eyes don't work that well, Leo.
Are you saying that as you're running away? See, you've left it. You guys are getting really good at leaving him behind in weird situations. Yeah. You guys are getting really fucking good at that. Leaving the blind guy to himself.
He'll be fine.
He's not that useless, you know.
Yeah, he's not that useless. But he's too good. So, you return yourselves into the village, and you said you're going to the tavern, are you?
Yeah, I'll definitely take a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just feel already there, aren't we? So,
Pop, 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 pop.
Use a drink or 5.
Yeah.
well, yeah, after that experience, who
Take the
wouldn't?
memories away.
It's never gonna go away.
Oh, I can't be my
Maybe wash my face and come back here.
bags out.
You guys have just experienced Betty for the first time. Yay!
Awful. I've been told she was awful, but she's more awful than I thought.
No, I can tell she was awful just by looking at the picture. That was horrifying.
You wander into the three of you wander into the tavern, and
But no,
Dreon, and Missy are all sitting. You guys are either munching, drinking, whatever it is you'd like to be doing at that point in time.
when I see them, can I be like, Oh god, you still look like you've seen a ghost.
You could say that, and I'll shout to whoever's there. I'm like, whatever you have been brewing, I hope you've been brewing a lot of it. Can we have like the strongest stuff you have?
Yeah.
God,
Definitely.
what happened? What happened to you guys?
Well, you remember that lovely, lovely little woman you told me about that you had met?
Oh, you mean Betty?
Uh-huh. That must be her.
What about her?
She was here.
No way. How would she even get here? Where did you see her?
Gross.
I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I felt this weird pull.
Yeah, I definitely
Hmm.
felt home.
Did she take your
Yeah.
hair?
Yes. What was that about?
I don't know. She did it to us as well. Really weird. I did not like it. Still don't know what she wanted it for.
Brown
She was-
thinks
she was-
that she's making voodoo dolls.
And she was really strong, like for a nearly dead person. It felt like.
Fucking agree.
Well, you definitely need a drink or two then. After meeting Betty, I needed a few myself.
She was in the old shop, and she kept on talking about someone that she just referred to as a he.
But how did she get here?
She also
don't
said
know.
What?
we were coming.
Yeah.
We're in their way.
And then Leo came in and she'd gone, vanished. But she said she'd been here for a while, but
A giant Betty shows up in the middle of the bar.
Anything but that.
Well, I don't
And
like that
Sally
she's kind of
appears.
coming in and out of here. I thought this place was supposed to be protected by Ivana.
yeah.
Whoa, what the hell was that?
I don't know how she could be here, but she was so
That was
strong
a
that Zarathos
Creepier
couldn't.
version of Mr. Blobby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
horrifying. No.
Oh god.
Sorry.
So you
yeah,
are
she was
the
really-
today,
she was
you
really
are the
strong.
one. You are the one who's causing chaos tonight, is it,
Yeah.
Darren?
Yeah, it's me.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Get everybody back once in a while.
Anyway, we continue the conversation, I guess, about lovely Betty.
Lobby, lobby, lobby.
Blobby, blobby, blobby.
That was actually really good.
Nightmare.
But yeah, I thought this place was supposed to be protected by Ivana. How's she even getting in and out of this place?
I don't know.
We need to keep an eye on that.
She could touch us and take her hair, so I doubt she was just like an illusion.
And did she say anything to you, than just taking your hair, or was it literally just, oh, I'm gonna take your hair, and then she disappeared, or what happened?
She said to send you guys her regards. She was saying that he would really. I see why he really likes me. Said that he wouldn't like Halder. Kissed for Zarathos.
Yeah. What the hell was that all about?
Not really sure what she means by that, but...
Zarathos, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh, so mid, man. So mid.
I think you need to do the saving throw.
Is that not a Constitution saving throw?
No, it's the little box below that. You see the saving throws? It's the saving throws.
Yeah, I think that was a saving
Oh.
throw. Was it?
Was it that? No, I think he put.
No,
he just
I
put-
clicked Constitution at the top of the page, not down.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah, thank you. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll say that. Yeah.
Hold on, trying to sort something out here. that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Did I just?
Haldir?
Did you have it?
I had
Haldir,
it, yeah.
Haldir has been stolen from Betty.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, I take it this is a new. Was that a new one or was it a roll
Yeah,
20
I
account?
I don't know. I thought I'd gone to the same one.
Oh. Well, the first one was controllable by Josh, and when I checked it, there's a new one, Tiny. So I don't know. Fuck knows. Yeah. So with that Constitution saving throw, you feel a burning sensation still on your cheek. You're a red-blooded, a red-skinned tiefling. You are good with fire. You're good with heat. You're essentially the
Naturally fire resistant, somewhat, right?
yeah, like it's almost like you were forged in the depths of the hells, and that's what's brought about your being. Blah blah blah, all that stuff. You're good with that. You're good with that stuff, but this feels like a different sort of burn. This doesn't feel
Like a
natural.
roasted, yeah.
This feels something unworldly. It's not hurting. It's not hurting.
Sitting there with beer in hand, just shaking. It's hurting so much.
Listen, you guys have had the good experience. It wasn't that wasn't even the worst experiences anyone's ever had with her. There was worse.
Oh god.
Yeah, can't even imagine.
Emrys, what did Emrys get?
Emrys got sexually assaulted by her.
What?
That's so crazy.
Ah,
And
God.
then there was Giles with all the snot.
Takuda got kissed as well. Everybody's been felt up and abused in some sort of way, shape or form, wishing death upon their character.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not her favourite. That's all I'm gonna say.
Quick question above table. Tech hasn't met her yet, has he?
No, you have not.
Okay, awesome.
Nice. You are feeling so good about that, aren't you?
100%.
Lucky man.
Your time will come.
Third man.
Listen, he's been through it enough with Betty. He's been there for every single one of them near enough. He's got PTSD from it. You're all sitting there. The Missy and Dreon. Can you guys give me history checks, please?
Yeah, I'm also really good at those. Let's see.
Oh.
It couldn't do well.
Your rolls can
The memories of everything that happened with Betty hit both of your minds, and you are also, the two of you are also sitting there shaking. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what, 5 of you? Yeah, 5 of the 6 of you. Tech sitting there, shaking for his own reasons, but not the same as you guys.
Yeah. I'll just remembering about her and the experience I've had with her. I'm just like, you know what? I need some of those drinks as well. Shout out to the guy who's bringing them.
So he brings you guys a lot of different drinks. So tonight you've got the choices here. You've got the Rust Monster Venom Lager.
Ooh.
You've got the Blacksmith's Fuel, the Portly Goblin Porter, the Blue Blackcurrant Lager, the White Plantain Stout, or the Brown Pineberry Mead. That's all your beers. For your wines, you've got the Centaur's Travelling Wine, the River Rush Red, or the Floral Lychee White, or your choices of liquor for this evening.
Mm.
These sound absolutely phenomenal. The pickled seawater,
Oh.
the gargoyle grey gin,
Or
the gargoyle grey gin,
Great.
or my favourite one, the white plum vodka.
Ooh.
Oh,
Let's take some of it there.
I was just thinking that.
Jesus, you have to have that.
I was going to go for the meat, but yeah, I think it might have to be one of those last two.
In it, because it's like it's like some of it, mate. It's a white
Really
plum
need to forget what just
vodka.
happened there, so.
Right. Missy will make an order of Venom Lager with shot of white plum vodka, please.
Okay. They've brought like different bottles and stuff like that for you. Everything to try out. A few pictures of the beers and whatnot. Just
Yeah.
on you go. They serve the service like lassie, the half orc, just turns to you all and says, you want anything else? You want any food or anything like that?
Yeah, any meat?
Cool. So we've got black-footed ferret gruel, grizzled crawfishes, fried carrion crawler, grilled eggplant, or green bean porridge.
Dre,
I'm
I'll have
thinking-
that,
Yeah, go. Well, okay, I'll go ahead then. I guess I'll try the ferret, please. The black fried, or black fruit, or whatever you said, ferret. That's not ferret.
I'll send the.
Oh, there you go.
There's the list of everything for you.
Beautiful.
Where's the... Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, that's it. Black ferret. Room.
Wow.
The Grimlock kebab is not on the menu properly because Grimlocks are those little demon dead body things that you guys actually fought a few weeks ago on Whispers.
Oh, actually no, I changed it to the fried carrion crawler.
She takes your orders and stuff like that, and just anything you guys are wanting, she's bringing out loads of different platters and whatnot that everybody can taste, test, and we're just trying to get everything right so that when we do eventually open for everyone else, we can find our speciality.
You need to put on the menu what Drayon made.
Oh yeah.
Drayon, what was it you made? The cheese thing?
cheese and bacon toasty.
That was it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it three different types of cheeses and then 2 different types of bacon or something, was it?
How dare, after hearing that smashes this platinum gold piece down on the table, like, if you get me that right now. I'll give you this.
Oh, what? No.
A whole platinum, I'd probably buy the fucking tavern, mate.
She puts it back in your.
Concept of money in that place.
She strangely looks at you and gives you this nice smile and puts it in your hand. You don't need to pay us. This is, if you're part of their group, you don't need to pay anything for us. This is their village. So it's your village now, my lord. Gives you a nice little smile.
Malthus kind of nudges them and goes, "See, it's fucking good here, huh?"
Yeah, that's fancy. They call it
She goes back, grabs all the stuff. A few minutes later, brings out this cheese and bacon toasty for you. As you start biting down on it, Halder, you realise you have no taste buds. Everything you've been drinking has just been flowing down into the wooden body, and like as you sort of get up, you hear it start sloshing in the body. Sort of like find a little nozzle
Like a
at
little funnel.
at the side, and it just open it up and it just starts emptying. Like, oh yeah.
Well, he could literally have whiskey inside him and leave it there for years and then drink it.
Yeah.
It would mature quite nicely.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure fighting will just, you know, help it ferment.
Yeah.
If Dragon sets up one of those motes of hell, then you might get a nice smoke taste to it.
Yeah.
Or
And a nice ass whiskey.
Yeah.
it might build up pressure in his body and he might explode and become a fucking WMD.
Need to keep giving him some salt or something.
You put the wrong vodka in there and that becomes a pressure cooker and he goes off.
Just randomly during a fight, just bam, explodes.
The serving lass walks away.
I just pull out some of the dead mice I have in my bag and I eat that instead of any of the food ordered. And I'm gonna have one of the blacksmith's fuels and a good amount of shots. I'm pretty shaken from Betty.
Yeah. Zarathos and Haldir, this is the first time you guys have ever seen Mal eat, and you see her just like dislocate her jaw and do that snake thing, like and it opens up, and then like these big dead mice just plopping into her mouth and just gulping them down.
God damn. So I thought,
Yeah, just gonna
Must have been
lean
hungry.
back,
yeah, it must
pat
have
my
been hungry, yeah.
stomach. Maybe feed Crowley one as well. I'll kind of see everyone looking at me and I'm like, what? I was hungry.
I'll play the one with Ian.
Do you want one? And I'll hold up an extra one.
I mean, if I can't eat the cheese toasty and have no taste to it, then
Yeah,
Might as well.
your loves.
might as well.
The only Haldir's never sounded. He's not sounded depressed this whole set, like this whole, like the campaign yet. The three or four sessions you've been in. As soon as you found out that you couldn't taste the cheese toasty, that's when you actually started sounding, playing Haldir as depressed as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh god, yeah, I've chosen something that can't
Entire
eat.
backstory. Doesn't matter. Cheese toasty is where he starts feeling depressed.
Yeah.
That's the line.
Give me a history check, actually, please, Haldir.
Come on, Vic. 9, 30, 20.
Hey.
The conversation in regards to a cheese toasty. The smell. Even though you've not got proper like smell reciprocators or stuff like that, you do get a whiff and something sort of like nudges you. A feeling of warmth and love spreading from your chest all across your body, overtakes you a little bit, and memories of golden summer mornings, something cooking on a stove, and a figure of pure light walking towards you. Then in an instant, the pure light becomes a figure of pure darkness. The room filled with golden light becomes dark and dreary once more. Water dripping from the walls, clanks of irons, the screams of unseen individuals and a maniacal laugh echoing around the chamber. And you sort of like snap back a little bit and you're back into the hall with everybody else. All as Mal's now trying to pass you a dead mouse. Like, eat it, eat it, eat it.
Miss is gonna help cheering him up to eat it.
How
It's
they
nice.
just eat- How they just eat it just because he doesn't really know what it is. It's like, yeah,
Does he try crunching it or does it just go down?
he just tries he tries to do what Mal did, kind of chokes halfway, but then just kind of swallows it.
Nice. You all sat around and watched a puppet boy wolf down a dead mouse.
Hell yeah.
Wait.
D&D. Best game.
This is what it's meant to be.
And this, the creature with no digestive tract, no acids or anything in his stomach, now has a dead mouse in his body somehow. In his hollowed out body. The time passes. You guys start getting a little bit more drink into you. Missy, did you want to do anything with the dead snakes in that time?
Well, I was gonna bring it up. Yeah, I was just waiting for opportunity. Really.
Alright.
But yeah, I'm just gonna be like, oh Mal, I forgot to tell you about this. I went to my hut, right, and there's all these dead snakes. I brought them here. Look, and she just puts it on the table. And... Hey.
The cult hut.
Yeah, well, you know the hut where you left Ratalan, you know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to check it out, you know, and yeah, and then I found all these snakes there.
That is so weird. You know, I've got all my rat traps, and I keep finding these dead snakes in them, and I don't know where they're coming from. I mean, look at Crowley. I found him here. I
Mal,
didn't realize there were so many snakes. I don't know why they're dying.
No, I don't know. I've done a bit of check on them and couldn't really figure anything out. Doesn't make sense.
Mal, can you roll me a perception check, please?
I can't. I have a plus 0, so let's see how this goes.
Oh,
Class
Can I go-
4.
can I go? Hi then.
It really wouldn't.
No, okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't really help with that.
Fair.
You don't catch on when Missy is talking about her hut instead of the cult hut. You just sort of
Yeah.
brush that off. You're just focused on the cult hut. You don't hear the wording of my hut. Like you don't piece anything together with that. Oh shit! I've just forgotten something.
Well, that's wild. I don't know what's happening to them. Was there how many are there? How many snakes do we have that are dead?
Oh, how many was there, DM? I don't know.
Uh,
I guess
I'll
4.
say there was 3 in the hut.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
It must be the cultists again. It must be Ratalan's owners. They know about my, makeup, my biology, and they must be trying to get revenge against, little Crowley's family.
I don't know. It feels bigger than that, you know?
Do you reckon I should get rid of my traps then, and then just eat normally?
But I mean, I don't know if it would help anyway, because they're still dying without the traps. I just found them in the house, laying there. I first didn't think they were dead, but yeah.
So
I
weird.
think-
Do you reckon
Yeah, I don't know. But I know
Graham,
one
do you
thing.
know what happened to the snakes? Do you sense anything with the snakes?
I don't think he's there right now.
Well,
I think he would be out there.
he's definitely just out there doing his usual like cat.
Yeah, he's just
Getting warm by the fire, staring into the
He's
abyss.
not paying attention yet. His own world.
I think you should go kick him.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I go over and I just continuously keep poking him and kicking him, going, drown, 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 until he comes back.
Drayon. 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 Yeah,
I
what is it?
put more massages on him.
What does it say in the book, Drayon? Show us the book, Drayon. Go on. What did it do?
Drown,
Oh,
drown,
oh,
magic man.
He's really quiet tonight, isn't he? Like, I know he's normally quiet, but that quiet that's even like weird for Graham.
Actually, everybody who's drinking, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I was waiting for it, no.
Yeah,
Does it matter?
doesn't matter for you because you can't. You're
Oh,
not
I'll take
affected.
that.
It wasn't technically drinking.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
You can't absorb anything, Alder, so you don't really. You don't need to make those sort of saves.
Just got some beer and some.
You're just immune to bit.
Yeah. It feels bad when I'm like, no, everybody else will accept you, Holly. You're not part of this, you know. It's like
You're
feel-
definite.
feels really mean, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, you can never get drunk, you know. So you'll always be the fucking designated driver. Tech, are you drinking?
Tech is only drinking water.
Oh, pussy.
No, he's bad.
He's a little birdie.
Get drunk birds.
Yeah, they eat thingy fruit.
He's a
Fermented fruit.
designated flyer, he can't be drinking.
Yeah,
Oh,
He's got to get up to his home, his bed at the end of the night.
well, that's true. Yeah, he's got his room upstairs.
Well, I mean, he likes to sleep on the cave, doesn't he? On the top of a cave.
Yeah. Oh, so is he giving up his room then? Is he? You giving up your room?
I don't know.
Yep, giving up the room. I'm gonna sleep up by the cave.
Okay.
Well, that makes one more room for one of them, I guess. What they,
Yeah.
yeah.
bedrooms.
Leo has moved downstairs to the downstairs bedroom. He's beaten.
Okay, so that makes it 2 rooms, which is perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
I'll shotgun the red room. Oh wait, I
Yeah,
can't. Not yet, can I?
I mean, the red room is free, actually.
Somebody he's all still poking Drayon.
Oh yeah.
Drayon.
Relentlessly. She doesn't
Drayon.
give up.
Drayon. Drayon. What are you doing, Drayon?
I'm
Graham.
stopping every now and then to take another like swally of my drink and then just going drown. Drown, getting progressively more slurry as time goes on.
Just throwing out empty cups at him.
Yeah.
It's just got a mountain there.
He's all zen. Yeah, it's like he's sitting there all zen, almost passed out, and you're all just like walking over, putting a plate on him, then putting a cup
I start
on
doing
him.
that thing where you get someone's full pint and you tip it upside down so that all the liquid
You know what?
stays inside the cup, but if you pick it up, it spills everywhere all over you. I'm doing that with his drink.
Miss is gonna go in front of Drone, right in his face, and changes into his face, and wait for him to, like, notice us.
Are you also putting the weird mustache on as well?
I mean, he still has it.
I'll add to it. Give him like little fake glasses. Draw some glasses.
Okay, yeah. Okay, go on then. I'll give him like a monocle as well.
On your face?
Monocle's so good.
Are you adding to his face, or are you doing it on your own
Yeah,
face?
to his face.
Ah, fuck it. Give me a sleight of hand check.
He's big. Yes.
20.
20.
Saving the good rolls for the important shit.
As he's like nearly passed out, he's just like.
That's what he
he's-
deserves for being mute.
He's sitting there all zen, like just doing whatever it is he's doing. Missy, you sort of sneak over and just like start scrolling on his eye ever so slightly. Just start making a little monocle around his tabby, like tiger-like eyes. Already dark enough, but you're just like shading it a little bit better, making this little fucking monocle on his eyes, and then tightening up the mustache a little bit, make it look a bit more presentable.
Well, Rayon is currently in his mind palace, making
What was it you were wanting to do, Halder? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying about like Drown and his mind palace and how he's making food in the palace.
Yeah. Take it he's making food in real life. Yeah.
He's making food in real life.
He's cooking up new toasty recipes.
Yeah.
Well, after I've poked him for a while, I'll probably just go, oh, fine, I'll give him another 5 minutes. And I'll go, well, I forgot earlier with everything that's happened. However, I was originally coming in here to speak to Ansel. Has anybody seen Ansel?
Give me a history check.
No,
You start poking him again.
I see movement. I go right back to poking. No, sorry. Did you say history check?
Yeah, please.
Wow.
The trauma that happened from the shop earlier on, the forgetting and the few hours of drinking, you've completely forgot where you might have passed Anselm. Like, is he still in the bar or anything like that? You ask people around, they're like, oh no, sorry, we've not seen him for a few hours. I think he went out on patrol, but he's on the night shift.
I'll catch him tomorrow, no bother, and I'll just talk
They-
on that.
Then you realise it's pitch black outside, like it was almost like midday when you guys had sort of wandered in. Now it's been like pitch black outside. Dreon, can I get a perception check from you, please?
You can do.
Oh, Missy's dancing on the table now, apparently.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I forgot to move her earlier, but yeah.
You did not notice one bit as to what happened while you were away in your mind palace.
Oh, in that case, I'll
No
go back.
surprises.
You open your eyes to see your own face staring
Oh,
back
yeah.
at you.
That's fine, that's fine.
As Missy has got herself up on the table and changed her face into yours with her changeling abilities. Sort of open your eyes from being zenned away for a while, and you just see yourself staring back at you. Like, oh!
No, can I just add to it and just be like, when he opens the eyes, he's like, with her tongue out.
Yes, you're just you open up and you just see her like with her with the tabaxi face, yet humanish hands just going.
Ground kind of jolts back in his seat a little bit. He's like, well, must have snapped out there for a second.
Just imagining cheese toasties.
And yeah, she just laughed and was back to the seat.
What were you guys wanting Dreon for again?
I've came back in after my queries, and I'm like, Rayon, you're finally back. Listen, there's been a lot of weird goings on, obviously. But I've been finding lots of dead snakes, and then Missy found some at the old cultist hut. Do you notice anything weird about these snakes? I can't tell how they're dying.
Drown do some form of magical, I guess. I
Do
have
you-
detect magic. I can cast that as a ritual.
Inside King's Court of Rule.
Mark off the spell slot in your on your spells, please.
And
You begin your spell, and the much needed components, and the much needed information sort of appears before you. Like, you're not looking for a magical pool. Like, you're not looking for something like that. You're just looking for what's possibly killed this creature. Like, you'll not be able to find what has killed it, but what is it linked to. As you do, like, the three snakes sort of like levitate off the ground, off the table, and you see three small magical gossamer threads weave around the room across the table and lead into Mal's chest.
Oh.
Drown kind of looks around like everyone's seeing this, right?
Yeah, you've made this clear. Like, with this magic, you've sort of like made a show of it in front of everyone, and you all see the gossamer threads of light and magic wrap around the air and dart into Mal's chest.
Yeah, damn, very cool. Can I like put my hand out to try and touch them as well? Or?
Oh, you need you need consent.
Oh,
Listen,
sorry.
listen.
Whoa!
Right.
Taking it
She is a
Apologies.
child, Zarathos. Come on, we don't play that sort of D&D. Jesus, this is right,
Apologies.
we're ending the campaign right here, not just the session. As you sort of, you lean out and you sort of like put your hand through one of them, and as you do, like, it just sort of like changes its weaving around. It sort of like weaves over your hand. As if you like blocked the way for it.
Yeah, okay. I'll take my hand away. Sorry.
What does this mean? I'm killing them? I'm not killing them.
The snake.
Drown gets it. Something to do with the fucking knife.
Oh no.
You figured out the entire campaign.
It was the mice.
Missy, you alright? You sound like you're a wee bit thingy there, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's just horrible.
Yeah, as the spell ends, the snakes just fall to the ground, and the gossamer threads of light and magic just peer away.
Our people ran and the strong survived. The wrath of
So I should get rid of my traps.
with the strong.
Is there anything anybody would like to do in this situation?
Rail's a little dumbfounded. He's just like, well, it's either you or what you've been eating.
Oh, so then?
They're so tasty.
I'll try
Rail's
not
just
to
like,
eat them properly.
please, sir.
I'll just take a big swallow of my drink and I'll go, I'll get rid of the traps tomorrow.
Do you want another drink?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have another one this year.
Alke's the lot he is.
Where are we headed?
Next round of drinks. Can I get the next round of con saves, please? But at disadvantage, please. As a few more libations have been drunk.
I'm fully expecting to get one here.
Hello. Oh, yeah. Right,
Wait, what? Did you get 11 or 20? What?
He's rolled it at disadvantage.
Oh shit!
yeah.
Oh,
11.
mine had disadvantaged.
Yeah, just roll it one more time, mate. That's normal.
It didn't show up on my thing for some reason, but I got
Oh.
a 5.
are we all throwing because of drinks, yeah? I've missed some stuff as well too.
Alright, just roll your con save at disadvantage, please.
Okay.
So, a 5 from Missy. No, a 5 from Mal.
Yeah.
7 from Zarthos. A 14 from Missy, and an 11 from Dreon. Missy and Dreon, you guys... Dreon, you're feeling a little bit of a buzz, but you can handle it. Missy, the drink doesn't seem to be affecting you tonight. You've got pished in this tavern many times in the last few weeks. It's not hitting there, but Zarthos, this is your first drink in a little while. It's
Yeah,
hitting you.
there's light threads are hitting different, man.
Yeah. And Mal, you, with whatever experiences you guys have hit today, and now this, the last few drinks, boom, you just get the full effect of it.
I'm fished.
Pure pished.
I'm fucking fished.
Here's to another chance encounter with the sunrise and the stars.
Sorry, just listening to our sounds. I can't help it.
I know.
I know.
I do it every single session, but it's the same song, but it's just fucking too good of songs.
Valleys so far
Great.
too steep to retrace.
Okay,
But the trail we left
the drink hits you all.
let the next ones find their way.
The night begins to
Longer than we wonder
fade away from you all.
we can bestow.
You see everybody start cleaning up a little
So
bit,
their
getting
leaves may sprout and grow. Away
getting
we
things
go.
tidied up
Life
and
has
ready to
its limits and
finish up for the evening.
reasons, fortunes fickle as the seasons.
The singer, the young little bard girl,
So far,
begins finishing up,
another chance encounter with the sunrise
and you all
and the
start going to bed.
Nothing can change who we
I'll let her finish up her song first, and then we'll finish her singing. Send yourselves whatever rooms you would like to have.
Oh yeah, the red one.
Yeah. Missy bolts up the stairs to her room. Nobody's allowed in my room. Closes the door. Just not even deciding.
No, well, good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, in my little nest.
Yeah. Halder. Yeah.
Yeah, wander around here. He doesn't really have a bed. Doesn't really need
No.
sleep. So.
Oh, he doesn't sleep.
We can have this one.
Yeah.
He can have it, but he doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh,
Yeah, he don't sleep.
so bad at it. Yeah,
Just wander
yeah.
around at night. Scare him.
Well,
Just haunt people in the fall sleeping.
mm,
So,
ooh.
the
Oh,
evening
no.
drawing to a close. You all go to bed. Start drifting off into sleep. You can all choose a long rest. You can all have a long rest, not choose a long rest. Tech, you've flown off into the cave, into your little nest you've made. Mal, you snuggle up into the little nest you've made. Missy, wrap yourselves in your fine silks that you've found and made into your room. Zarthos, you, in this not filled room yet, even though it looks like there's stuff in it, we'll say because you've only just got here, it's still pretty blank, just a bed at this moment in time, and some drawers and whatnot.
Yep, sounds alright.
Somebody's put out some red sheets and whatnot for you. You're feeling a little bit tipsy, you're letting the night go, it's not too bad. Missy, can you roll me a wisdom save, please?
Mm-hmm. Here, let's go. Oh, that's not bad at all.
That's really good. As sleep takes you,
Mm.
you find yourself standing on a familiar battlefield. The tower you guys just fought at, standing wrapped and writhed in shadow, in this strange dream state, this dream realm you've dreamt of before. Wrapped around, not wrapped around you, all around you, you see what should be the flashes of lightning. Instead of arcing out from the tower like you've seen in real life, light seems to be hitting the tower this time. And shadow figures rising up from the ground, wandering towards the tower. 2 to start with, then 3, then a strange figure rises up once again. This one battered, beaten, writhing in strange necrotic flame, staring off at you. The form of Captain Darren, wandering past you towards the tower. Good, my child. Send them all to me. Send me more. Use my gift. Send them all. Burn them all. You sort of turn around and you see the shadowed figures go into the tower. The tower begins cracking, and from it, unleashed in darkness and flame, the same looking necrotic flame that wrapped around Darren. A giant, demonic looking dragon made of pure shadow, with the hells wrapped around, staring down at your very soul. Its mind linking with yours. Send them all. Opens up its maw and
Is that
Zar-
the end of the dream?
Zarathos.
No.
Oh, yep.
Mm.
You've had a very strange few days, to say the least.
Yes.
The experience of being kidnapped, tortured, almost left completely for dead, being saved and nearly dying a couple of times by the hands of this strange new group, and then finding out everything else in between. But then the dream takes you. A dream takes you to this shop, in the memory of the creature staring at you, staring into your eyes, whispering sweet nothings in your ear, and mentioning you have his eyes. As those words come out of her mouth, they don't come out as, oh, you have his eyes. They come out as, yes, you have his eyes. It's not the voice of the creature you spoke to today, but the voice of your mother. Floating past this creature's lips. You jolt up in your bed. It's been a couple of hours of sleep. The same stillness you felt before, out in the tree. You feel it once again. In the room with you.
I'll quickly scan the room. But otherwise, I'm going to try and shrug it off and go back to sleep, I think.
Roll me an investigation check, please. A quick glance around the room, you don't really catch anything apart from one flickering candle on the disused desk. As you sort of like get yourself ready to go back down, you catch something. Shadow with the light candle wrapping around it. Oh boy. You've not had a very good few days now, have you?
Is this like voice or
This is a voice.
like it coming from the candle? Yeah.
Coming from the shadowy figure that the candle's light is wrapping around.
Zarathos replies, "No, I guess not."
It happens. Well, boy, I think we need to talk about a few things. As the figure leans forward and the candle lights up his face, and you see a human face staring at you.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely jumping back up now.
With fine black hair wrapped to the back of his head, fine green clothing, and holding a small deck of cards in his hands as he leans forward. I think we need to talk, boy. And a pair of piercing red eyes, very similar to your own, staring back at you. And that's where we'll end it this evening.
What?
What the? That's so suspenseful.
Yeah, what's mad?
That's so crazy.
So- Anyway,
Father?
I messaged you about my dream because I want to know a bit more about it. But yeah,
It's always the best shows that leave you on a cliffhanger.
You love doing that.
I do.
This is good, yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. But yeah, dream. I'm still on that one.
Well, dreams are really, really strange.
Don't you? Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about this now for fucking the whole week.
Well,
I've been thinking about that lady for the entire time. Like, I've been
Betty,
what is she
good
do-
old
how does
Betty.
she know me?
good old Betty.
Oh. Fucking Betty.
Listen,
yeah.
listen.
What the fuck?
This character was introduced 2 years ago. Not one person has still figured out what or who she is. So,
Great.
Uh,
Only Gareth, because he somewhat created her.
no. The only I say he created her because in one of our first sessions, he decided to start being like, "Oh, I'm going to ask you every single NPC's name," and started being a wido that way. So I went, "You want to play that game? That is fine." So
Oh.
the first shop that they walked in, and they say the first words that they said is, "We should pretend to be mentally handicapped coming into this shop." And then we should ask her name. We should just be annoying, like saying like Stormcrow should do this and then Emrys should do that. Oh, you just want to play it that way, do you? That's fine. I can fucking play it that way. And yeah, I created the most feared creature in my world at this moment in time. I think everybody
Amazing.
would rather take on a Kraken than a Betty. To be fair,
I feel like
Yeah.
Stuart.
I couldn't break their grass.
Stuart has been there for every single incarnation near enough of her.
Lucky Stuart.
It
I
was
still think it's funny when Emrys went charging back into the shop after we first met her.